So there are a lot of benefits to social platforms. And I'll just run down the list. But first of all, the reach, and like I said before, there are so many people on. Let's just pick on Facebook. That most of your customers, if not all of them, have a Facebook account. And what's really interesting is that because as all of these social networks have a presence on mobile devices, that you can reach them anywhere they go. And if you look in your pocket right now, you have access to at least one social network, almost guaranteed right now, through your mobile phone. So again, it's not just that you can reach these people, but you can reach them at all times because they've got the social network on them. The cost is minimal because the social networks don't charge for you to have a presence on there. Now, Facebook used to. When you were first, when it was about 2-3 years ago, if you wanted to have a company profile on there, it was going to cost you some money. But then Facebook saw that, hey, you know what? We're going to open it up. And so really your only cost is your manpower, and really what it means is the time and effort you put into it. Now, what's great about social networking is that it's measurable. You have numbers. You can see how many people are actually on your site and like it, and how many views and all that good stuff. But you cannot live and die by that, because again, this is a way to reach out to people. They're not just numbers, they are actual individuals. This allows you to have a dialogue with your customer. It's not a one-way street anymore. You're now talking back and forth with them, which is a great thing. And it's also something that some people are a little worried about, and we'll get to that. And then it's so damn easy. Anybody can do it. And I actually had somebody come up to me after and said, yeah, I don't agree with that. And then they said, well, I do have a Facebook account. Well, what he then went on to say is that it's not easy because I don't have anything to say to these people. So if you have nothing to say on social networks about your business, then that means you have nothing to say about your business at all. And if you have nothing to say about your business, that's not a good sign. You should be able to talk to anybody about your business. If you can't, then either you don't think your business is that interesting, and especially in our industry where we are selling fun, we are entertainment, that's not a good thing. The one thing that a lot of people also feel is that with social platforms and social networks, that it is a place to watch cat videos, or it's to follow goofy people on Twitter. Now, granted, you can do those things, and for those people that are on Twitter or have a Twitter account, if you're not following Jenny Johnson High Five, you're really there's no reason for you to be on Twitter if you're not. She's vulgar, she is crass, and she's fantastic. And what's great, the whole funny thing about Jenny Johnson is here's this nobody. She works in a television station. She's behind the camera, and she's become a bit of a celebrity through her social network because she gives good content. Now, again, it's crass and vulgar and hilarious, but she does it on a regular basis, and she has grabbed people, and now she is running around circles of well-known comedians. Okay. So, I'm telling you, what social media is, why you should go social. So, let's say you're going social right now. You need to start your content. You have started a Facebook account. Now, for your company, my advice to you is don't do it through your own personal account. Start a business account, okay? It's just easier that way. That way people don't have to friend you. They can just like you. It's just much easier. And, Facebook did that for a reason. And there are a few people in this industry that have yet to do that, but I highly, highly recommend doing that. And that way you can separate your business and your personal life. I know that's very hard for some people. Some people just want the same, but it's good to have that, that page for the company. Okay, with Facebook, it's it's just filling out everything on the page. Do everything. Don't do this half-assed. Okay. Be a shutterbug, and what I mean by that is take lots of pictures, and especially when you're out there on the street talking to your customers, talking to your players, talking to your locations, take pictures and post them, because again, we've got it. We've got the mobile device on us. You can post it quickly and easily, and that hot little bartender, she's going to be so happy that you put a picture of her on your page. She's going to tell everybody about it. And also, people are going to want to see the hot little bartender on your page too. So it's a two-way street there. Like pages, and what I mean by that is find the pages of your locations and like them. That way, reciprocate a little bit, let them know what you're doing, and that way also advertise what that bar is doing. Maybe they've got a band coming in that night. It may cut into your jukebox revenue, but help advertise for the location, because that location will be very grateful. Invite your friends and family and colleagues that you know to like your page, and that will help spread the news. Because when you first start off, it doesn't look great when you have 1 follower, 2 followers. Help prime the pump a little bit and do that. And a lot of these suggestions are for everything, not just Facebook. Regular updates, always have regular updates. Even if you have to put a reminder in your calendar, in your Outlook, or whatever you happen to use, be regular. Use your fiber, if you will, okay? Twitter. Twitter's a little bit different. More updates equals more followers. If you do put more content up there, the likelihood of people seeing you is going to be a little bit higher. No one cares about your lunch. I don't know if that makes any sense, but if you're just going to tweet about little mundane things that nobody cares about, that's not going to be helpful to your cause. Again, don't be so personal with this. This is your business Twitter account. So keep talking about business, but don't always be closing. Again, focus on, maybe there is, for sake of argument here, obviously everybody in the Illinois video gaming terminal industry is very interested in what's going on with the Supreme Court case. Well, as soon as we find out information about the law or anything that's going on, we let people know via Twitter, via LinkedIn, via Facebook. So it's not always about our product, but it's about things that we know our customers are interested in. Like I said before, the whole Shutterbug thing, use pictures, use your TwitPic or whatever service you want to use with Twitter. And then trending topics and searches. This is really, really important. With trending topics, if somebody is talking about something, a lot of comedians actually do this, where they kind of riff on something, and you can just look it up on Twitter, and it'll be a hashtag, which is like the pound sign, and some words scrambled together. Maybe have something to do with you, and you can jump in on that, and more people are likely to see what you're talking about when they're searching the trending topic themselves. And then searches. I constantly have a search of Illinois gaming, Illinois gambling, Illinois casino, things like that, so I can see if anything kind of comes up via news, because to me, Twitter is a wonderful source of news. And the one thing, this is a weird example, but Nike Plus, I've taken up running in the last 3-4 months, and I haven't run regularly for 17 years. And reason why I'm really into it is because Nike Plus has designed a system that hooks up to my iPod Nano, and I put a little chip in my shoe, and it follows me. But what it does is it gives me a lot of content. It tells me who else around me is running. It tells me how far I've run, how many calories, all that good stuff. And it puts it all online. It gives me all this content, but it takes me to the Nike site every single time. Now, they're always wanting to sell me Nike gear, Nike shoes, all this stuff. And it works, actually, because when I had to buy a new pair of shoes, I bought Nike. I feel that they gave me all this content, this product for free. That I should reciprocate and buy their product to help keep this Nike Plus going.